So in last video I told you that I'm going to try to do some Dragon Ball Z what ifs. So yesterday I posted a poll asking you guys which what if you want first, between what if Gohan trained before Buu or what if Chi-Chi was okay with Gohan fighting. And yeah, the first one did not stand a chance. So here we are. So if you guys love this what if and want me to continue it, leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe. And with that, video intro. So I will not change Chi-Chi's mind immediately because she just wants the best for her kid. And I somewhat understand that, but this is Dragon Ball, so if the character is not fighting, it's just a side character. So it's age 757, or a year after Goku won the 23rd World Martial Art Tournament. So in this year, Gohan is born, and like every family, Chi-Chi wants to spread the news about her firstborn. So she contacted her only female friend that we know, and it's Bulma. Bulma feel a mix of shock and happiness. She was happy for Chi-Chi, but she was shocked that Goku actually did the deed. I'm pretty sure you guys already know what I'm trying to say. So she informed Krillin, Mr. Roshi, and Yamcha because I think they are still dating during this time. So three of them go to Mount Pazu congratulating the Song family on their newborn. Then the topic of Gohan's future comes up. Chi-Chi tells them that he's going to be a scholar. Goku was a bit bummed because he wants his son to grow up strong. Chi-Chi starts arguing with him, asking him how he will provide for himself. She doesn't want him to live with only prize monies and charities, because right now Goku doesn't have a job and her father's money all got blown up or got burned in a mountain. But Bulma chimed in and tell them why doesn't Goku work for her as a security guard. He only need to keep watch, that's it. Plus he will have a lot of free time to just train if he wants. He just need to keep an eye out of everyone trespassing. Then she tell her, for Gohan I think you should let him choose by himself, or at the very least show him all the options that he have. Chi-Chi is happy that Goku finally have a job, so she tell Bulma that she will think of it. So let's say fast forward couple of years. At first the job was hard for Goku because hey, it's Goku, but after a while he get used to it, and because he's the world's strongest for now, robbers were afraid to come close to Capsule Corp. So Goku spent his days training in Capsule Corp and get paid, and sometimes training come to check on him and they spar for a bit, until one day on his days off everyone is having a nice day outside, and yes, all the gang is here except Tenshinhan and Chaozu. Then suddenly Gohan's stroller starts going downhill fast. Everyone tried to catch it, but it's no use. The stroller slammed into a rock, sending Gohan flying straight through a tree. But at the last second before Gohan hit his head, his key skyrocketed and he went through the tree. Then Goku catch him, seeing Gohan all happy and smiling. Chi-Chi ran to him and she's glad that her kid is fine. But Goku, Krillin, Yamcha and Master Roshi all felt this sudden rising ki, and they realized that Gohan have a lot of potential. So right now Gohan is around 3 years old, so they cannot train him. So they wait another year, also with the consent of Chi-Chi. They start teaching Gohan how to fight, and the one who teaches him is Master Roshi. So fast forward a year, and for the surprise of everyone, Gohan have a power level around 150. Everyone was surprised with Gohan fast growing, and with Gohan increase in power, Goku's power also did increase a bit. In original anime he have 450, but for this anime let's say he have a power around 500. And Gohan, like his father, also learned the Kamehameha. So one day during a training session, an unexpected visitor shows up, and it's Raditz. He reveals Goku's true identity and his mission, and that lead him to kidnap Gohan. But Gohan was able to put up a fight, so Raditz knocked Gohan out and kneeing Goku in the gut and telling him if he wants his son back, he have to kill at least 100 people. And that he does, to Goku and Piccolo team up and they fly after Raditz. So like the original, Raditz locked Gohan inside his pod. Then the second Goku and Piccolo land, Gohan wake up and he starts seeing Raditz pummeling both of them. Even Goku's Kamehameha that was over 1000 was nothing for Raditz's 1500 power level, and that forced Goku to distract Raditz to buy time for Piccolo to charge his special beam cannon. But Goku is no match for him, so he starts getting stuff on. Then Raditz's scatter starts beeping. New power level just shows up and he's coming from his pod. Then Gohan bursts from the pod and his power starts increasing more and more. 400, 800. No, there is no way. 1400? Raditz shout in his surprise and terrified. Then Gohan rocket toward him and he start fighting him. Raditz still have the slight edge in terms of power, but because it was at when he let his guard down, Gohan was able to land some good hits on him, doing quite a lot of damage. Then Gohan kick Raditz, sending him away from his father, and he start charging a Kamehameha, and he fire it. Raditz launch his own blast, and they start having a beam struggle, and Gohan is losing. Then Goku get up and start having his son firing his own Kamehameha, and for good measures Piccolo joined in, and they easily overpower Raditz. Even though the blast was powerful, it was strong enough to completely erase him. So in his dying breath, he told them there is two other Saiyans and they are way stronger than him. So enjoy your life or what's left of it. Then he died. Then the other Z fighters start showing up. Piccolo healed his hand and start walking away. Goku stop him and thank him. Piccolo tell him, don't thank me. I only did it because I want to rule this world. Plus your kid did the most of the job. Then he flies off. Then Goku informed everyone what Raditz told him. Then Kami called him and tell him to come to the lookout. And he's going to inform the other Z fighters. So obviously Goku and Gohan are the first to arrive, and Kami told them about his plan. He will train the other Z fighters and Gohan, but he doesn't think that Goku will benefit anything with training with him, so he have to go train with King Kai. After getting King Gyama approval, Goku start running on Snake Way and Gohan start training with the other Z fighters. So in original anime it took Goku 207 days to arrive at King Kai, but let's say after getting a Zenkai from fighting Raditz, and because he's more powerful than Kanon, only took him around 180 days. So he will have almost a month more than Kanon for training. Meanwhile Gohan is training with the other Z fighters and he's improving faster than the others. They cannot keep up with him anymore. So let's say halfway through the year, Kami realized that there is only one way for Gohan to get stronger, and it's to call for his evil half. So he swallowed his pride for the sake of the earth and called telepathically with Piccolo. At first Piccolo tried to tell him to shut up, then Kami brings Gohan. Piccolo remember how much power Gohan show, so if he train with him, he can surpass him, and with that surpass his dad. So he make his way to the lookout, and when he arrives he make it clear that he's only here for Gohan. The other weaklings can't beat it. And Piccolo is around 1750, because when the Saiyans shows up in canon, he did have a power around 3500. So I assume by half a year he will have half the power. And I will give Gohan a power around 1000, because in canon, the first 6 months I believe, Gohan spent them trying to get over his shyness for lack of terms. So I will say that his power increased like 20, 50, but when he started training with Piccolo, his power increased to 981. So with taking this estimate and Gohan's original power, I will say that 1000 is a reasonable power for him right now. And yes, the humans did get a bit stronger, but not that much. So for the next 6 months, Gohan and Piccolo trained together, and they saw remarkable results. Piccolo have a power level of 5500, and Gohan have a power of 3000. So if we exclude Goku, he's the second strongest. So the day of Saiyans has arrived. Why did you say it like this is Christmas? So the Saiyans land, and the first thing that they do, blow up a city. Then Vegeta starts using his scouter and realize that there is a bunch of high power levels in that direction, so they fly there. When they arrive, they meet the Z fighters, so Vegeta decides to test their powers and tell Nappa to plant the Cyberman, and Gohan decides to fight them all along at once. The humans did not argue because he's the second strongest, and Nappa left and tell him that he's more than a Saiyan than he thought. So when the Cybermen attack him, in a blink of an eye, they all explode. Nappa and Vegeta are speechless. They didn't expect this much power from this kid. So Nappa decided to start powering up, and his power is 4000. Stronger than Gohan, but weaker than Piccolo. And I completely forgot the humans are between 2500 and 2000. The strongest is Tien, closely behind him is Krillin, and in third place is Yamcha, and lastly we have Chaozu and Yajirobe. So Vegeta ordered Nappa to fight all of them because he assumed that Gohan is the strongest. But when he charged at Gohan, Piccolo delivered a furious punch to the gut that made him cough blood. And without wasting a beat, Gohan kicked Nappa in the face, sending him flying through mountains. Vegeta realized that he did a mistake, that this Namekian is the strongest, and he's stronger than Nappa. So Vegeta got intrigued. He never knew that Namekian have this much power. So he tells Piccolo that he will fight him. So two of them start clashing, and it's abundantly clear that Vegeta outclassed Piccolo. Right now he's only toying with him, and when Gohan decides to help him, Nappa bursts from the rubble, looking very upset. He tells them that is it, all of you will going to die. So Gohan and other Z fighters try to fight Nappa. Keyword, try. Even though Gohan have a power level around 3000, he still fell short to Nappa. And after a kick in the face that sent Gohan flying backward and cutting Tenshin Han arms off, Chaozu decided to blow himself up and take Nappa with him. But sadly that doesn't work. He only killed himself. Tenshin Han went into rage mode. He let out all his power at once using a Kikoho. They did manage to destroy Nappa armor, but not anymore. Then Nappa started mocking both of them how weak they were, and that made Gohan snap. He powered up and started flying straight at Nappa, delivering blow after blow. And Nappa is powerless because Gohan just got a power boost and it increased his power to 9000. And after the beatdown, Nappa is badly beaten and can barely move. Vegeta and Piccolo on the other hand are speechless. And remember, Vegeta still have his scouter, so he did read the power level of Gohan. But before anyone can do anything, Goku shows up. And when he saw Tien laying on the ground lifeless, he asked what's going on. Yamcha caught him up to speed and Goku got pissed. He yelled at Piccolo and Gohan to stand down. He will fight Vegeta. He started powering up and his power is 9000. Because in the original, Goku's power level is 8000, not 9000. So the extra amount that he trained with King Kai, I would say that he will reach 9000. So Goku and Vegeta are flown away and the others following them, leaving Nappa alone. Well, he's half conscious, so he would not be a threat. So the fight started off like the anime, with Goku utilizing Kaioken, but this time when he used Kaioken times 2, he's equal to Vegeta at 18,000, and that really pissed Vegeta off. How a low class warrior can reach an elite, so he powered up, fly up in the air and start charging a Gallic gun. Goku quickly powered up to Kaioken times 2 and they do the legendary beam struggle. But Vegeta Gallic gun was stronger than Goku's Kamehameha, so Goku decided to crank it up to Kaioken times 3. That completely overpowered Vegeta, sending him flying to the atmosphere. But Vegeta survived it and he started looking for the moon. And he find it because in this what if Piccolo did not destroy the moon, because Gohan never want Ozaru. So Vegeta start transforming, everyone start feeling his power level rising. Then he fly down or crash down and start torturing the Z fighters. Everyone tried their best, even Goku pushed his body to Kaioken times 5, but that's still way below Vegeta. Goku tell them that there is one technique he can use but he need time to charge it. Piccolo and Gohan nod and tell him that they will give him time. Piccolo started getting bigger and bigger, going the same size as Vegeta, and Gohan power up to his max, and they started getting pummeled. Even Krillin tried to help, and Yamcha, but that was not enough. Then Piccolo and Krillin remember something that Goku told them about his tail, that is his weakness, and Krillin remember that Goku transformed to Ozaru when he looked at the moon when he still have his tail. So this time they're aiming for Vegeta's tail, but Vegeta quickly catch on to that. He found a mouth beam point break to Piccolo, and in his last word he thanked Gohan. Even though they didn't have the same relationship as the anime, Piccolo still see Gohan as a friend, his only friend. Then he passed on. Gohan got pissed. He screamed and his power raised to 10,000. Then he released all at once in a powerful Kamehameha that did nothing, only create a smoke screen. But Krillin took the opportunity and cut Vegeta's tail using a Kienzan, forcing him back to his human form. Vegeta is panicking, he doesn't know what to do. He's still stronger than everyone here, but he's weakened. Then he got hit by the spirit bomb, sending him up in the air, then he come crashing to the ground, barely unconscious. Then he called for his spot and Nappa's one, and both of them tried to get in it. Nappa did manage to gain consciousness, but after seeing Vegeta getting pummeled, he know he's outclassed. But Krillin tried to stop Vegeta from getting in his spot, but Goku put his hand on Krillin's shoulder and tell him, let him go. Then he looked straight at Vegeta and tell him, I want to fight you again. Vegeta smirk and tell him, yeah, you will fight me again really soon, and it will be your last battle. Then both pod rocket to space. And I think I'm going to stop it right here. So what do you think of it, guys? How will Goku and the others reach Namek? What will happen next? Leave your thoughts in comments down below, and if you like it, drop a like, and like always guys, peace.